Hello everyone and welcome back to another match here on WWE 2K23 as promised. This is Antonio Inoki's opportunity at the current SWE All-Asian Champion, Hiroshi Tanahashi. It's taken me a while to find a good... I'm surprised that it took so long for people to create Tanahashi. I thought he would have been one of the first names on a lot of people's lists, but it's taken quite a while to find someone who's made one, especially a good one. And now here we go. Inoki versus Tanahashi. Pretty cool looking ring. This is the Wrestle Kingdom 17 arena. I quite like it. I think there's something wrong though, because I'm pretty sure... Well, I have to wait until we see the apron, but isn't the mat supposed to be covered in logos as well? I don't really know. But either way, Tanahashi is the current SWE All-Asian Champion. He won the belt away from the very first champion, Go Shiozaki, towards the end of 2K22. And like I said, it's taken us a while to find ourselves a decent Tanahashi. I mean, this one's still not, like, perfect. I think there could still be a little bit better in the future, but I'm happy with this one. I'm happy to use it. Inoki's had a decent time recently. He had that big triple threat win against Misawa and Kenta Kobashi. He did go on to lose against Bruno Sammartino, though, one-on-one. So that sort of halted his momentum somewhat, but tonight is his big opportunity. Tanahashi currently down in 223rd place on +1, whereas Antonio Inoki on 111th place on +3. So both of them do need the win. They both do need to elevate themselves up our ranking system as much as they possibly can. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see which one does come out on top. Can Inoki become our third ever? Oh, because we do have the right stuff on the That's not the. Is that the apron? It is the apron. Yeah. That's a thirsty cat. I can hear my cat drinking water on the other side of the room. She's really going for it. So yeah, it's just a cool looking ring. I quite like it, to be honest. Normally, a lot of the New Japan rings have got a lot of logos not actually on the mat itself, but this one doesn't seem to have that. I'll be honest, I don't know. Is Wrestle Kingdom 17 the one we just had? I think it is. I don't think I actually watched it, to be honest. Wrestle Kingdom 17 was in 2023. It was, yeah. Oh. Got a nice little AVG pop up there for apparently Wikipedia's dodgy. Trying to find a picture now, the inside of the arena, see if it is a... It's amazing. It's not, but looks at that. That's 16. Had the blue mat. It doesn't really matter. I quite like it anyway, to be honest. I like it when things are a little bit different, and that's exactly what this one is, isn't it, really? So Inoki here in control of this match, trying to work this All-Asian Championship away from Tanahashi. And we know that Inoki is an absolute legendary wrestler. And somebody who very much deserves to hold on to a championship list. But then again, so is Tanahashi. I mean, all of our champions so far are incredible. I mean, Go Shiozaki, Tanahashi, both incredible names. There's the sling blade straight into the pin here by Tanahashi for the 1, 2. Only a 2 count. As Tanahashi now brings Inoki back up to a standing base. Looks for the chop. It was avoided. Then in with a clothesline by Inoki, who now brings Tanahashi back up to a standing base once again. Inoki, for some reason, decides to taunt Tanahashi, who now spins him around in with that dragon suplex. I thought he might have decided to go for the bridge and the pin, but decides against it. Goes for the standard pin. Anyway, if he'd gone for the bridge pin, I think he might have had that, you know. If he'd gone a little bit quicker, if he had... Yeah, you have that much higher angle, higher stack as well. It would have been easier, I think, as Tanahashi now heading up to the middle rope. In with a senton attempt, missed as Inoki now with a clubbing blow into the spine. Inoki, look at that chop, fist, forearms, a little bit of everything there by Inoki. Sends Tanahashi off the ropes, ducks underneath, again ducks underneath. Tanahashi though holds onto the rope and runs across in with that running dropkick, dropping Inoki. Tanahashi now with a strike and the kicks, a little bit of everything. Then in with that poison rana. Tanahashi all tried to roll Inoki over. Inoki rolled himself through, captured the legs, and now up on his feet to slam the back of Tanahashi's head into their mat. Tanahashi, no, not Tanahashi, Tanahashi. Inoki now with the Northern Light suplex. Brings Tanahashi back up. Tanahashi with the Dragon Sleeper. Not Dragon Sleeper, Dragon Screw, shall I say. I'll tell you what, my beer's looking at me and I really fancy it. Nice half and a half. No, missed. Oh, that's good beer, that is. That's very good beer. Tanahashi now with the backbreaker now on Inoki. Keeps the grip back up for a second backbreaker. And now Tanahashi, in that big knee strike into the face, drops Inoki. I keep thinking Tanahashi might go high. He might go for that high fly flow, but at the moment he's looking at other options. As Inoki now in with that snap suplex on Tanahashi. And now Inoki stalking the ground with Tanahashi. Strike into the back and now looking to lock in that octopus stretch. We've seen him win these matches in the past with his submission maneuver. And you see by that bottom foot, he's got all of his body weight on Tanahashi. Nothing is on the ground. All of his body weight adds to the pressure on those muscles and joints of Hiroshi Tanahashi. But still not enough to get the victory as Tanahashi now brings Inoki back up. Rolls him through a headlock style-y. And now has him. Oh, I like the detail in this core. They've got the Tanahashi who recently lost his front two teeth. That's pretty cool. That is now we do have Tanahashi on top. High fly flow missed. Inoki saw it coming. Dives straight into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Tanahashi almost played himself. Inoki now dragging Tanahashi across to the ropes. Picks him up and drops him gut first across that top rope. Inoki now belly to belly slam. And now once again locking in that octopus stretch. Will it be enough this time? No, Tanahashi able to break free. In with that drop toe hold. What a championship match this is turning out to be. Lovely running forearm by Tanahashi straight into the pin for the 1, 2. Blue. Only a 2 count. Tanahashi can't believe it. He thought he had the match won there. God knows why. It was a running forearm. It's not like that impressive. Tanahashi now striking the face. He'll be thinking about trying to line up that high fly flow again in the future. As Inoki now sends Tanahashi off the ropes, ducks underneath, snap, dragon suplex. Inoki summoning the spirit of Kenny Omega. Yeah, I said it. And now sending Tanahashi into the post. And now up, looking for that backdrop. Tanahashi flies free, but gets a strike in the face. Another one. And now the half and half suplex on the outside. Tanahashi landed on his head. On the outside, and you can see from this angle just how thin that matting is. It must be less than an inch. It's literally there just to take some of the brunt of the impact, but it's not going to take much at all. You can see how thin it is. When you land neck first on that, you're landing more or less on concrete. Inoki now brings Tanahashi back up to a standing base. And now once again for the 3rd time in the match, locking in that octopus stretch. Tanahashi has tapped. We have a brand new SWE All-Asian Champion in the shape of Antonio Inoki. Inoki moves up to a +3 in the rankings. As Tanahashi, +4 I think it is actually. Whereas Tanahashi now drops down to a 0. And there we go. Antonio Inoki is your champion. Let me just update the screen. Antonio Inoki. Reign number 1. Who will stop him on this reign? That's going to be a big question. There we go. Antonio Inoki is your 3rd ever SWE All-Asian Champion. He's had a good run recently. I say the only man to beat him one-on-one was Bruno Sammartino, who of course is not eligible for this championship, but whether... Is Bruno's American, isn't he? But he's got Italian heritage, isn't he? Or was he born in... he wasn't born in Italy, was he? Italian-American. He was born... God, why is... There's so many dodgy stuff on Wikipedia. He was born in Italy. Bruno Sammartino was born in Italy. So Bruno Sammartino qualifies for the European Championship. Okay. Okay, I assumed he was Italian-American but born in America. But, I mean, being Italian-American, I think we can let him off for getting an opportunity at the European Championship anyway. But, and the United States Championship being Italian-American. But I didn't realise I was actually born in Italy. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to stop talking crap now. I'm going to love you and leave you. Good night, God bless. I'll be saying thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow when we're going to see the new DLC stars, the Steiner Bros, going up against Hit Row. Good night.